Values are very, very important, because whereas an instrument like the DISC talks about the way we behave, it doesn't say why we do that. In fact, for instance, when I get up in the morning, I don't think, boy, I have to be a D today. No. We have motivators that inspire us to act certain ways, and that's what values are. In fact, a man by the name of Sprenger began to do a bunch of research 50 years ago or so, and he identified 6 different values, and they've adapted, and a lot of other people have adopted them in different ways. But you know, we often come back to his 6, and that happens. The instrument we use measures your 6 values. It measures your values in 6 ways, and these are the things that really motivate you. The first is theoretical. It's your desire to learn for learning's sake. People who are highly theoretical just like learning. In fact, they're the ones that usually are college professors or teachers. They just like learning for learning's sake. They're theoretically motivated. They're motivated to do that. The second is utilitarian. It's your desire to get a good return on investment. It's sometimes called financial. These people this isn't a bad thing, they just love to get a high return on investment of their money. They want to get a good return. These people are great financial advisors, by the way, and I would like them to run my money fund, because they're really motivated, inspired to get a good return on investment. That also can be return on investment on their time. Most often seen, though, is investment in their finances. The third value that we measure is aesthetics. Aesthetic value is you're motivated to make the world a more beautiful place. You're motivated by form and inspiration and beauty. And so one of the things that when you get up in the morning, if you're highly aesthetic, you just want to leave the world a more beautiful place. So often that's manifested through music, through art, through maybe decorating a home. It could be, you know, even the clothes you wear. You're just inspired to make a statement for beauty. That's aesthetic. So we have theoretical, utilitarian, aesthetic. The fourth one is social. This one is you're motivated to serve other people. This one is the one that people just they just love giving their weight, serving other people who are less socially served, meeting other people's social needs, the underserved or the underprivileged kind of people. They love serving those kind of people, making the world a better place in the context of serving other people. Very altruistic. So these are very nice, good people. All of them actually are, but just the social people seem that way more so. The fifth value is individualistic. Individualistic is your desire. You're motivated, or you're by a desire to make personal presence, personal power, to make a personal statement. They're not arrogant people. In fact, most leaders who are willing to take risk have a fairly high individualistic need. They have a desire to express themselves in a way that allows them to take the shots that leaders take, because they have a desire and they're motivated for personal power, personal presence. Again, any of these can actually be taken to a pathological or unhealthy state, but all of these are healthy as well. And the sixth and final value we look at is traditional. Now, traditional has been called several things over the last 50 years. It's been called spiritual. It's been called religious. It really has nothing to do with religious or spiritual. It has everything to do with you have a high sense of right or wrong. People who have a high traditional value are motivated by a very principled, centered living. They do everything by their own rule book. Their rule book is pretty stiff, and they know what's right, and they're going to do what's right, and they're not going to compromise. If, again, as I said, all these have a downside. The downside to traditional, if it gets very, very high, these people become pretty rigid, and they expect others to act in a way that is conforming to their sense of right or wrong. So those are the 6 values, and those are very important. It's really looking at a person in a very skewed way to only look at their behavior as a DISC does. It's very healthy to look at their behavior as well as what's motivating that behavior, because they could be a high D motivated by their social value, desire to serve other people. So they can be controlling on the D sense, but it's to serve other people. Or it could be motivated by any of the other values. So it's very, very important to understand not only your behavior, but also your values.